and welcome back to my channel. So I'm excited about this week's coaching video, and yes, I say that all the time because I really am. So today I'm going to be giving you 3 tips on how to stay patient and positive as you wait for your breakthrough. And then I'm also going to share with you 5 tips on how not to give up before your breakthrough. So let's jump right on in. I found this quote that I wanted to share with you guys, and it's by a gentleman by the name of Craig Bruce, and he says, "You usually have to wait for that which is worth waiting for." Let that sink in. So, we all have been stuck waiting for something, right? You had a doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment, and it was at 11 o'clock, and you found yourself waiting. And you're like, okay, it's 11:30. My appointment was 30 minutes ago, but you had to wait because you needed to see the doctor or the dentist. We all have gone to the barbershop or the hair salon, and we had to wait, right? You had an appointment, but you still had to wait. You go to the grocery store, and if there are lines, you have to wait, right? Everybody's had some point in time on their job where they waited for that next promotion or that next big assignment, and you found yourself waiting. I said all that to say that in some point in time, we all have to wait for something. Sometimes we have to wait for someone. Okay? So, as you know, for every action, there is a reaction, right? And as long as you're taking steps, no matter how big or how small, as long as you're taking steps moving towards that big breakthrough that you're looking for, it will come. Now, it's not going to always come the way you want it to or the way you think it's going to come, but it will come. So, here's some things that you can do. Number 1, remind yourself that timing is everything. You have no idea how many factors will have to fall in place before your breakthrough comes. It's not just about you being ready. It's about the circumstances. It's about the people, the places, the opportunities being just right for you to be a part of it. See, you can have your act together. I can have my act together. But if that thing that I'm waiting for, that breakthrough that I'm looking for, if those pieces aren't into place, then it's just not going to happen. Because I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if you go to church or if you love the Lord or who you serve, but I know one thing's for certain, 2 things for sure. God is not about mess. So if I say, Lord, look, I'm expecting this, that, or the other, I can have myself all together. But if that thing that I'm looking for, that breakthrough that I'm looking for, if that's not in alignment, guess what? I'm not going to be able to step into it. So it's not about just you being ready, because we all have done it. We say, well, Lord, I've done this, I've done that, I've waited, da 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 da. When is this going to happen? And guess what? It's not always about you. It's about that other thing. It needs to get together before you can move into it. So look at where you are right now. I want you to take a minute to look at where you are right now. And then I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1, what do I still need to learn? Because I promise you, whatever it is that you're waiting for that breakthrough, there's something else that you need to learn. You don't know it all. There is something else that you need to learn. Then I want you to ask yourself the second question. What do I need to do more of? Do I need to study on that subject a little more? Do I need to get out and meet more of the right people? And then the third question is, what do I need to do less of? Maybe you need to spend less time on social media chit-chatting and more time on social media putting your business out there. Maybe you need to spend less time in the club and more time at home in the books. That was deep, y'all. But I want you to think about that. Think about while you're waiting, what else do I need to learn? What do I need to do more of, and what do I need to do less of? And I promise you, if you're honest with yourself, you're going to come up with the answers that you need. Number 2, refocus your thoughts and then be happy as you wait. That's a hard thing to say. I can remember a time when somebody said, be happy as you wait. I'm looking like, where do they do that? Because I can't necessarily be happy while I wait, because whatever it is that I want it now, and it's just taking too long. So none of us knows the day nor the hour that our breakthrough is going to happen. Instead of stressing about the unknown, live every day in the moment. Spend time with the people, places, and things that make you happy, even if, listen up, even if you are the only person that makes you happy. If you're the only person that makes you happy, spend time with you. Spend time loving on you. Take yourself out on a dinner date, a movie date, a spa date, a vacation, whatever that thing is. Spend time with the people that make you happy. Number 3, remember it's worth the wait. At some point in time, we all settled for second best. Lord knows I have many times, because we got tired of waiting for the real thing or the right thing. We have all settled for Mr. or Mrs. Right now. Hear what I said. We've all settled for Mr. or Mrs. Right now. Not just Mr. and Mrs. Right, but right now. Because, at the moment, that's what you needed. Because we got tired of waiting for Mr. or Mrs. Right. But I'm going to say this. Remember, it is worth the wait. Do not settle down with someone or something just to say that you have someone or something. Why not take the time to wait for the thing that you really want? That way you're not wasting your time and you're not wasting the other person's time. Because here's the other problem that I have with that. When you do that, you, like I said, you not only waste your time, you're wasting somebody else's time. And that's one thing that I am not going to do. And I've had this happen in the past where, it might have been a time where I wasn't seeing someone and I met someone, and and I won't lie, I've done it where I said, okay, I'll just hang out with them because at least it gives me something to do. But then I stop and I kind of feel bad, because it's like, what, this person is really interested in me. This person really wants to build a relationship with me, and I know full well that I'm not in it 100%. I'm just hanging out with you because I have somebody to hang out with, to go to a movie with, to dinner with, or whatever. And so then I realize I need to stop doing that, because it's not fair to, first of all, it's not fair to me, but it's not fair to that other person either, because I know that they're just something to do for right now as I wait for Mr. Right. You see what I'm saying? So we have to be very conscious about that. So let me do a recap real quick. So we talked about 3 tips on how to stay positive and patient and positive while you wait for your breakthrough. And I said, number 1, remind yourself that timing is everything. It really is everything. See, one thing I know for certain is that you can't expect your breakthrough or great things to come into your life if you're a mess, if you don't have your stuff together. But I also know that even having your stuff together, those pieces still can't come together if you have yourself together over here, but the breakthrough is over here, and this is not together. It's just not going to happen. Number 2, refocus your thoughts and then be happy as you wait. Easier said than done, I know, because some of y'all say, Michelle, how do you do that? It's hard, but you can do it. Spend time with the people that make you happy, even if you are the only person that makes you happy. And number 3, I said, remember, it's worth the wait. Stop settling for Mr. or Mrs. Right now. Stop settling for, let's say you're looking for a car, and the car that you want, you can't really afford it. So you'll say, well, I'll just get this one for right now. First of all, look at the money you've wasted in getting this car, when you could have just waited another month or even 2 until you had all the money that you needed to get the car of your dreams. So let's stop jumping out there, taking what's available just so that we're not by ourselves, or just so we can say, hey, look at me, I have this nice car, or hey, look at me, I have this nice home, but that's not really what you wanted. All right, enough of that. So we're going to go on and talk. I'm going to give you 5 tips on how not to give up before your breakthrough. Now, these tips that I'm going to give you have scripture references, and I'm going to make sure I link them. Well, I'll link everything in the description box. So number 1, keep your eye on the prize. Seek the Lord, His will, and keep your eyes fixed on Jesus. And that comes from 1 Corinthians 9:24 through 27. Keep your eye on the prize. If your prize, is that big, beautiful house uptown, keep your eye on that prize. Stop looking at all the stuff down here that has nothing to do with getting you over to where you want to be. Number 2, keep running. Continue in doing good, serving, expanding the kingdom, being a light to the world, and keeping busy in the Lord's business. And that comes from Galatians 6:9. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak, and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And that comes from the book of Habakkuk 2 and 3. Number 3, keep trusting. Remember, the prophet Isaiah wrote, "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." And that comes from the book of Isaiah 4 and 31. Number 4, keep praying. God hears our prayers and delights when we confide in him. And that comes from the book of Matthew. Number 5, keep abiding. Stay connected to the body of believers. Satan wants you discouraged, disconnected, isolated, and wants to place you in tempting situations. Stay close to those who can pray, lift you up, and help you in the hard times. So to abide, in case, and I'm not, playing on your intelligence, because there's some people that may not quite know what that means, but the word to abide means to stay. It means to stand. It means to endure, to dwell, to remain, to bear, to reside, and to be connected, just like the vine and the branches spoken in the Bible. If God is the vine and we are the branches, then we can bear fruit. But if we are disconnected, like the branches that don't produce fruit, they wither. And that comes from the book of John 15, 1 through 8. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, wow, I really wanted to share that with you, just in case, for those of you that do, read scripture when you're trying to just make it through life. And we all should be doing that. But, I understand that not everybody does. But for those of you that do that, I wanted to make sure that I share these scriptures with you. So let me do a quick recap, you guys, and I promise I'm going to let you be. So number 1, like I said, we talked about 5 tips on how not to give up before your breakthrough. And so number 1, I said keep your eye on the prize. Number 2, keep running. And that means to continue to keep doing good, to keep serving, and to keep expanding your knowledge, expanding whatever it is that you need to expand for your breakthrough. Number 3, keep trusting. And I just love this. Isaiah 40 and 31. Absolutely love that scripture. And I have to say this one more time. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Keep trusting. Number 4, keep praying. God hears your prayers. He hears my prayers. It doesn't matter how big or small. Not everybody has the gift of prayer. You know how you go to church and you have that one person, well, you have several, but you have that one person, I mean, honey, they can pray anything. They can pray your strength. They probably can pray your downfall if they had to. But, that one person that can just pray. And you say to yourself, oh my God, I wish I could pray like that. It doesn't take all of that. A simple prayer is all you need. But I want to encourage you, for those that do, to keep praying. There's not a night that goes by that I don't go to bed and I say, well, Lord, it's me again, your humble and faithful servant. You know the desires of my heart, Lord, and I ask that you remove in me anything that's not pleasing in your sight, that I may have the things that I've come to you for. You see what I'm saying? But then guess what? I always end it with, if it's your will. See, because it's not necessarily about what I want. It's about God's will for my life. And it's about God's will for your life. For those of you, again, like I said, that serve the Lord, it's about God's will for us. So I always say, Lord, you know the desires of my heart. You know what it is that I desire to have, to want to, and to do. But if it's your will, because guess what? If it's not your will, because I want my will to line up with God's will. And if that's not his will, then you let me know that. And maybe instead of going on the straight and narrow path, he has to direct me a little bit this way to bring me back here, to get me over here, even though that's not where I was going. And number 5, keep abiding. That means staying connected to other believers, other people. Because see, when we become disconnected, you have this group, but when you become disconnected, somehow or another you end up way over here off to the left, and the group is way over here off to the right. When you become disconnected from that group, your source of energy, your source of faith, your source of believing is now so far away from you. So I want to encourage you, stay connected. Again, y'all know I talk a lot about that inner circle. Stay connected to your inner circle. Stay connected to the people that can help you move in the direction that you're trying to move into. So you guys, that's all I have. And like I said, I hope this video helps someone, because I just feel that there's somebody out there that's waiting for a breakthrough, and you're saying, but Michelle, I've been waiting and I've been waiting. I've done everything. I've prayed. I've done fasted. I've done everything I can think to do, and I'm still waiting. You know, years have gone by and I'm still waiting. What I would like to say to you is, don't give up, because everything happens when the time is right. Things are not always going to happen in my time. It's not going to always happen in your time. But I do believe things, when everything is in a line, and I can't even talk today. When everything is lined up the way it should be, whatever it is that you're believing for, expecting, wishing, hoping, whatever word you want to use, that thing will come to pass. But it takes time. And like I said before, anything that's good, it's worth waiting for. It is worth waiting for. So again, I hope this video helps someone. If it didn't help you, maybe you know someone else that could benefit from this. I ask that you please share it. Thank you for those that are new to my channel. Thank you for those that continue to support me in all that I do. I love you guys to the moon and back. And I truly hope that this video helps you as you wait for your breakthrough, as I wait for my breakthrough. Because what I've come to understand is when I do my coaching videos, I'm sharing with you, but I'm also benefiting from the things that I share with you all. And this truly was something that I needed to hear for myself. You know what I'm saying? This was a subject that I needed for me, for Michelle. You see what I'm saying? Because I do have some things that I am waiting for, and I'm waiting for that breakthrough on, and I know it's going to come. But again, it's not going to come in my timing, but in God's timing. So again, that's all I have. I love you guys to the moon and back. There's nothing you can do about it. My information will be in the description box below. You can always reach out to me if you want to set up some time. We can sit down and talk, or we can do it by phone. Maybe you are waiting for your breakthrough and you think that you've done everything that you need to do. Let's take a look at that. Let's see what you've already done and figure out how we can get you to that next level. So until next time, take care.